All aboard. Welcome aboard. I'm Kelly Jack. This is How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. And welcome back for the Pak128, Simutrans Pak128, I should say. First Honest Try sessions. This is episode 66. I think so. Anyway, I did hit the button, but it didn't start, and I went ahead and dropped the signal right here so that we can start that passenger service to start bringing people back and forth from Swindon. I'm also seriously considering changing the layout of this right now, and I'm going to do that right now. And bring him up to here so that he joins back in. We're going to put signals at both ends, and then we will utilize our waypoint marker for Swindon to make certain that nobody does the stupid thing and takes cargo through our thing. We'll also have a side siding for down the road if we want to expand anything here. How's that sound? Parade Station sounds good. I like that name. Let's see, so we're going to do the building and 2 tards. And then destroy the old station. It doesn't really matter because this is technically a terminal point, but we may expand this down the road. And I might shift everything over with a little shunt so that we can do the thing we need to do here. Alright, let's get the passenger service up and running first. Rather than dispatching from the far nether reaches, we're going to go ahead and open up that first new depot in a while to dispatch out. What did we dispatch? We've been doing the Talgos, and we were doing the Mighty Ducks and Ugly Ducks. Did the Ugly Duck croak on us? No. Good. And I'm going to do 155 because I think it'll build to that. And it's not that expensive. So let's schedule it. He's going to go from here down to this station to here, then back for now. And we're going to call this the Ugly Duckling. Swindon Slough, so that we know that what it does. Get him rolling. Now with him rolling, we can start doing the little changes we needed to do to our routing. All right. Did those 2 signals so that we can utilize it right, and we have a siding off to the other side for the future. Right now, the next thing up is going to be our oil. And before I do that, I kind of want to get a choose station marker and go ahead, and we're going to say that this is going to be a point where we do something like this slow down our trains coming in. Speed them up going out. And we've got to choose a engine. Now the Gremlin has retired out. Nope, it hasn't. We still got until 60. So we got 3 years of Gremlins. Gremlins are good. They're running 80. They're doing good for us. Let's stick with it. Our petrol is looking good. We've got the cooling container cars too now, so we can start doing those. I'm going to assign 3 to this line initially because it's a fairly short run. It's not as big as the other one. We're going to call this Crude Swan Oiler. Even though it's Swindon, we're going to call it a Swan. Do 3 of them. Dispatch 2 right away. And then we'll do the 3rd after everything's rolling and we see what everything's going to look like. We do need to go in and change that line though, so that we don't cause any issues down the road. I need to add a waypoint. So we're going to add that as an add for the return trip. And here we're going to insert also at that point, so that they detour around our siding. We'll see if they start interfering on our beloved little station here. Hopefully they don't. I am on battery backup for the next little bit just because I have storms coming through and I don't feel like frying the system. So it will be a 20-minute period episode. And that's why you're going to see me peeking down there at the bar to see how the battery is holding up. Older machines, you got to worry about those things. Watching our dispatch, seeing what's going on up here. We already have freight coming out. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and copy one more. And that way we will have a total of 3. Once this train's by, we'll dispatch another one. And we're going to see just how well we're going to make a profit, or if we are, on this line. Dispatch him out because that one will clear, and then once he's clear, they can do their turn to go into the setup. Oh, they'll just do a straight dispatch in because that's right. We're not at a right spot. But that's a good way to take and do it sometimes. Utilize those gaps. Dispatch both of them. Now we got a total of 4 trains out there. We'll see how things go. And just watching how things are going. Checking our finances fast. We're back into the positive for the first time in 2 years. This is good news. Our account balance is up to 7.8. But the net wealth is what we want to watch. And net wealth, while it's still diving, should start recovering. And we're just going to sit back and relax for a little bit Our new train there seems to be doing us good. I've really got to figure out what's going on with that, whether that's the original point, whether there's a mistake there or something, but they're not pulling all the way in. I do like that in a sense. I can already see what I would do if I was doing a max chaos on this game. No, that's not an invitation to say, hey, Dave, Memorial Day's coming up, because unfortunately, I think on Memorial Day weekend I'll be working on something. Got to make money somehow or another in my life. All right, next up is, where does this sand going to? It's going to that one up there, so that's useless for right now. This guy's going to that one. Where's his inputs? Okay. So that actually makes a good sense. Let's take a peek here. I'm going to close out all of our construction bars. So he's grabbing from the sand quarry, the other far side of Sterling. Where all do these guys go to? And where is his oil coming from? There. So down the road, that's going to be our next section for IVCT. Once we begin feeling comfortable enough, I am seriously considering that coal mine and the sand, because the sand we're already 90% of the way there, and then a spur over to the dairy, picking up at the coal mine. Oh, this would be a beautiful run. What do we got there? Car dealership. Oh, we're going to be having fun here soon. And we'll be able to invade and possibly take a large urban corridor right there and connect it with our urban cluster. Of course, we'd be fighting for him at Wakefield, but at the same time, at Wakefield, I think that might be a good spot. I don't know. We'll have to see. But for right now, we're kind of just in the doldrums and looking over which lines are making money. And let's go to the passenger lines. The Star Chaser. Star Chaser is another one down here at Falkirk. We can upgrade him. He's barely running anything, so we need to find something cheap and efficient. Mighty Duck looks like it might be the best. No, there's this guy. Hmm. No passengers. Not powered. No power. 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 Yeah, we're kind of looking kind of grim here for finding anything under $2. I think this is going to be our only option. And our current option costs us $1.66. The nice thing about this guy is he's going to last us 11 years. And he's considerably faster. I mean, we'd be able to get the 100-mile-an-hour bonus. I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Tell this guy to unload. Take his car off. Oh, he only can go. Let me see if I have to buy. Yeah, you got to buy the car with it. Darn. So 233. 79 passengers versus 52, though. Should make him sit longer. We'll have to see. I'm not going to upgrade that line. Our box cars went out of style there. Most of what we got that's not making money is buses. We consider those lost leaders to feed into the magic money makers. The real money makers, of course, are oilers. And with 2 oiler lines going into one plant and the electricity off that plant, I think we're doing much better. The fact that the collier and the sander going into the glass place is doing good. And that the glass bottle is making money, I'm good with. Another thing to look at is this guy is technically, where he's blue and not red, I think he's technically money making. I really don't see a reason to upgrade those guys at this time. I just really don't. HQ's there. I'm going to eventually redesign this, take out this crossing and this crossing, make a single crossing here, and then bring in the line and park my depots around this, as well as having a service siding here that would come up about here. I think these are good ideas that I'm starting to have. Where does this coal go? That's a good question. Coal goes to a glass mill. Which glass mill? That goes to the one we're already servicing. Well, you know what? That might be worth looking into. That might be worth looking a lot into. Well, we're at the 20-minute mark. I think I've stalled enough. Let's take a peek at the finances one more time. $44,000 for the year. We're starting to see positive change on the net wealth, especially if we go to monthly. I think we take out a prof. 3.5 versus 3.503 versus 08. I think we will start seeing some change. A lot of that is we just changed a month. And we spent a lot of money on new vehicles. We are running a 20% margin on return right now, which is darn good. Darn good. So 20% margin, we should start to see this line turn around. I think the additions we just did are good. What do you think? Leave a comment below. We still have 2 more episodes today that'll come later this evening. Let me know by your feedback in the comment sections. Do you think IVCT should do any further expansion? And if so, do you think it's the coal here to the glass mill we're already serving? Or do we start serving that glass mill we're going by right here between Slough and Swindon? Which we might call Slow Swin. Swin Slow. Slow down. Slow down. Slew down. Slew down. We'll figure it out. I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.